Video is started.
This is our unnamed crested gecko.
Hello.
He's a pinstripe harlequin. He's very cute, as you can tell. And most people would think that he feels like a snake, his skin, but it actually feels like velvet.
Yeah, it's really soft.
And he is very sweet, as you can tell. And his claws can hurt, as I am experiencing right now. But he's very lovable and sticky. Well, not slimy, but his paws are very sticky. And he is, what do you call it? He's a juvenile, and he's the one that we just bought today. And today I'm going to go and show you his habitat and our other habitats. So basically, a crested gecko is from the rainforest, and they like to have a very wet, moist, and tall so they can climb. And I'll actually show you that he can climb on windows in a minute. And that and
Spider-Man.
Also that they are very they're easier to take care of than the leopard geckos are. So here we go. I'm gonna show you that you can climb on.
How dare you insult
Go,
my...
buddy. Go ahead. Come on.
He said, no, I think I'll stay here.
There you go.
Oh, he said, hey, I'm thinking of getting out. Would you like to help me?
He is very... Go ahead, bud.
Yeah, there he goes.
Go ahead.
He's trying his hardest, guys.
I got you, bud.
He's not that good at climbing. I think he's learning still.
Yeah, he's actually just a juvenile, so he's about, what, John? A few months old?
I don't know.
Oh, you trying to jump? You won't go back down?
We got the paper towels in the bottom for now until we put Eco Earth down there.
And we're trying to figure out where he actually disposes of his waste.
Disposes of his waste.
Yes, so that way we can know where to pick it up whenever we have the Eco Earth. That way it's a lot easier to pick up his waste instead of, you know, having to dig everywhere and then getting it all over your hands and stuff. So the best setup for a crested gecko, which John is better at this than I am, but is to have something tall like this that he can climb on. And tomorrow we'll record it then. And we'll record tomorrow because we're going to the pet store and we're going to get him these little suction cup things that actually have like vine trees going down.
Yeah, because the rainforest doesn't really have a lot of this this type of material going on. They have a lot of natural fake plants. So buying a couple fake plants to just stick to the side of the terrarium will make the gecko a little more happier than it would be. And like Josh said, you'll put the paper towels in here. Oops, see, I'm trying to get out, but I know I can't. And for food, this right here is pretty good for a feeding dish. Nothing oversized. Plenty of people do it. And we're actually feeding them this supplement right here. I can't remember what it is.
It is actually, it's like, I know this is disgusting.
Yeah, it's like
but it is bugs, like mealworms, crushed up. And what it is, it's like a powder that you can, you know what? Let's give him a little.
And it smells like,
well, basically, it smells like banana pudding.
Yeah.
And what you do is you put...
I can show him. Alright, so I will just go and put his food, get his food ready for tomorrow.
Come in here.
No, I'll do it right here. Alright, so what we're going to do is, I don't really like measuring stuff because it's boring.
But it's actually 1 part powder, 2 parts water. So basically, what you need is
So we're going to put the powder in there.
The powder is actually just going to be... That's enough, John. The powder is... an eighth of a teaspoon, and then the water is going to be half of a teaspoon. I mean, a half of a half, so basically a quarter.
Cleaning off the little thing right here.
So we can
grab you some water. You don't need a lot of it, just a little bit should be good.
Pour it in there, and then John do the thing that I showed you to do.
Alright, so what you're going to do is, you simply take the palm of your hand, like this. You're going to stick it in, and you're going to shake it around. It's going to be super cold on your hand and feel like... Alright, and now you're going to straighten your palm out.
And
just
scrub it.
Gently scrape all that excess off. And we're left with this,
slushy
sort of slushy stuff. It's really thick. It's good for the gecko because it's easy for him to swallow. So we'll go ahead and put that in there. I'm pretty sure he's not hungry.
We have this hide. It's actually for leopard geckos.
Yeah, it was for the leopard geckos. It doubles as a water dish. And you can go up in there and hide.
Let's get it up here so he can actually get it.
Oh gosh, that stuff smells so freaking good.
It smells really good. And let's put his water dish right there. There we go.
Ooh.
And go ahead and put that over there. That way we can go ahead and put his rock back in there. He loves to climb to the top, either that or on the window. But the breeder that we were, the person that sold us to him, him to us, she's a professional breeder, and she actually told us that he likes to burrow.
So basically, when the Eco Earth gets in there, he'll burrow down and
dig and try and lay in.
We're going to get on to the leopard gecko's habitat here. And this is a 20-gallon tank. And leopard geckos do best in a,
basically the size of that.
Yeah, 10-gallon tank. That's a 10-gallon tank. And I'd recommend if you're getting one lizard, a 10-gallon tank is plenty. I actually kept these guys in the 10-gallon for a while. No more than 2 in a 10-gallon. If you put more than 2, you're going to have complications and stuff. So
anger management is going to be needed.
20-gallon tank. And this is for like bearded dragons, water dragons, stuff like that. Bigger animals, iguanodons even. Not iguanodons, iguanas. I'm thinking of dinosaurs right now, fam. Alright, so we're going to just go over the little basic setup here. So number 1, heat. You do not want to use a UVB bulb or something bright. Leopard geckos are very sensitive to light. Their eyes are 32 times more sensitive than a human's eye. So when the lights flick on and we are in shock and stuff like that, that's 32 times worse for them. So you want to make sure it's dim. They can't pick up the black light. This is 100 watt, or I can't remember. But this is a very, 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 very hot light. I also have 2 heating pads, if you don't mind shooting back on the light.
Yep.
For me. Let's put it on some hand sanitizer. But either way, yeah, you want to keep the bowl there. We have 2 heating pads, one underneath the tank. May I get some? Yeah. We got the one underneath the tank. Right here, you can see some of it. It spreads all the way up to here. And then I have the Zoo Med here, which kind of likes to peel off. And all 3 of that keeps the tank at, we're about 83 right now. So you definitely want to keep it around the 90s. And if you can get it to the 90s, that'd be great for them. Not a lot of humidity. Mocha's gonna freak out. Yeah, they're from the desert, so the hotter the better. Well, people make the mistake here that they're from the desert, and they're actually from
Iran.
Like Iran, places like that. They're from grasslands. Yeah.
Grasslands.
Grasslands. That's what it said.
Grasslands.
And they have the giant mountains and valleys that they can go hide up in the nooks at the daytime. So I've got a little box here. When you have females and males, you'll notice this. This is just a small tub with a little hole cut out in the top of it, full of Eco Earth. So Eco Earth is pretty good for from egg laying and for substrate. I use it for egg laying for the geckos because you need something moist. Don't use sand, don't use wood chips because they will actually choke and it will block them up. This is nice and grounded down. I try to make sure I grind it down with my hands before I put it in here. You don't want big chunks and clumps because they'll get blocked up with that too. But this is entirely safe if they actually eat it. So put this in here when it's pregnant and then they'll eventually excavate and lay their eggs. A good hide that's really cheap is just paper towel rolls. My gecko will love this more than anything in the world. These are like a couple dollars. These is like a couple cents, if that. We got a food dish here and our water dish. The water dish just has your normal water. I try to change this out every morning. I also have some freeze-dried mealworms here. The reason why they're freeze-dried is because, let me get them. I don't even know where the mealworms are.
I think they're in our lizard closet. Are they in our lizard closet? No.
So these are the freeze-dried mealworms here with the fire belly toad on it. I'm actually really low. I got to get some more. So what I do is when I wake up in the morning, they really like live mealworms. But if you want cheaper, less expensive, this was $5. It's lasted me for months. My geckos are maintaining good size. So as you can see, it's kind of low here. What I like to do is to imitate that of a live mealworm. To take the mealworms and scatter them out down here in the tank. And each morning there'll be a different location, so they think it's alive, and they'll go and eat it. And it's been working pretty well, actually. So I just toss them off every now and then, and if by the next day they're not there, I'll simply pick them up. For the water dish, just something easy they can get in there. Also does the mealworms with calcium. Right now, I didn't do that because I had to switch my food dish, so I had to change that all up. We're gonna get on to crickets. When you have a baby gecko, very, very small, best thing you can feed it is crickets. So this is a cricket keeper. If you're planning on getting crickets,
where's your tubes?
Like, oh, they're in drawers. I can't.
Oh yeah, I forgot.
This is the best thing to get. This is a good carry case for geckos, but it's an amazing carry case for crickets. Baby crickets are what you feed these guys when they're younger. Buy 40 or 50 of them. Keep them in here with the little tubes that go on the sides here, and they're gonna stay alive forever. They'll be alive for a week or two. A lot of people make the mistake of putting potatoes, fruit, vegetables. Crickets die in humidity. So we use little food supplements. This is a water and food supplement.
It smells amazing.
It smells like dish soap. Like orange dip soap. So, dip soap. That's a new one. So this right here is only, I think this was $10.
Nope.
$10.
Yeah.
It's not bad though. So get the cricket keeper, get the food. That'll keep them alive longer.
And we use mainly flukers for our
flukers for our reptiles. So.
And also, if you have a pet store close to you, they actually will sell all this, including the fluorescent lights. That's not fluorescent. That's a black night heat.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah. So onto the hides. Just a normal hide they can hide up in. It's really nice. Cool in a hot hide's really good. For this, I've just got the water, and this over here. This tends to stay cooler at night compared to this, which stays warmer because the heat coming off of it heats up this rock. This stays pretty hot, and right now Oreo's in there, and Mocha's right here. Being crazy, there she is. She's out front right now.
Oh, yeah, there she is. Mocha is actually, she's our feisty one.
Yeah, she's the feisty one. She doesn't really like people.
And if you saw our first welcoming video, Oreo is very nice.
Very sweet. So you can see we're using Repticarp here. This is better than wood chips, better than coconut skins. It's easy to clean. Every 2 weeks I'll take the carpet out, go outside and shake it out and make sure it's clean, then just sit it right back in there. It's so good because it's so easy to clean up. You don't need to replace it, and just it gets really stained or stinks bad and you just want to replace it. And then we got the paper towels in there for when they go to the restroom. So yeah, there's the little guy there.
We have not come up with a name, but when we do, which will probably be tomorrow or Monday, we will let you know. And tomorrow morning, it'll probably be around what time? I won't have it up until later. Oh, he won't see you guys. I think he likes the camera.
He's trying to burrow in the paper towel.
I know. But once we get our the Eco-Earth, which is in here, we will definitely it'll be a much more easier, because right now he's really getting stuck on that, as you can tell, because he has claws. And you know, people think that they have, all geckos have claws, which is not true, because a crested gecko has claws, and these, they're not suction cups, but there's this sticky thing on the end of their stuff that actually they can stick to the glass, which is really cool. And but these guys, on the other hand, they have like toes, but they do have claws, but they're like long, and then they have it. And if I can zoom in right here, you can tell right there on this. Can you see it? It's like suction pads, but you can't call it that because it's not. But it has claws also. So yeah, so thanks you guys so much for watching. John, say goodbye.
Peace out.
And we will see you guys next time on our vlog. In this species and our set of stuff. So basically he is, you would think that his skin is actually very like you would think that his skin feels like fail. Come here.